All right, we have one more sweep, Jake, before we take a break. And that is the Milwaukee Brewers absolutely handing it to the Nationals of Washington. 56 hits over these 3 games, a franchise record in a 3-game series. 16-9 on Friday, 8-2 on Saturday, 14-3 on Sunday. I know you were around at least briefly to see the WashU Bears, but I imagine you didn't stick around to watch these non-competitive baseball games, and I wouldn't blame you. We didn't have to go beat by beat for all of these blowouts, but the point is the Brewers are raking right now, even with some of the injuries that they're dealing with, including Jackson Chourio going on the IL. Jacob Misiorowski goes in the IL with a leg injury, which is better than an arm injury, but they lose him for at least a little bit. But Logan Henderson, who had been pitching great before he was optioned, he comes up, looks okay. Brandon Woodruff looked great, which is very impressive. You got Andrew Vaughn continues to rake. We haven't really had the Andrew Vaughn conversation. We'll save that for another day. But everything's going well for the Brewers right now, and the Nationals are a bad baseball team. And they're really bad. And this bullpen is probably going to, after the trades, are probably going to be one of the worst bullpen ERAs in baseball history.
Yeah. So I went and did pregame all 3 days. Stayed around for 0 outs of the game. Watched them from the beauty of my couch. And let's actually just, the Chourio injury and the Misiorowski injury, I think, are really different. My concern level with Chourio is high. The way that Pat Murphy, Brewers manager, was talking about it, sounds like he's going to be out for an extended stretch. They're not exactly sure how long, but it feels like it'll be at least a month. At this point, it seems like getting Chourio back and ready and at his best for the playoffs is the goal. Misiorowski seems to be the opposite, where, I mean, did he get a ball hit off of his leg? Yeah, he did. Could he pitch through it? I think he could. Are they being careful because he's very talented? Yes, and they probably want to limit his innings to a point. If you want to throw the tinfoil hat on, you could say he's in the Rookie of the Year conversation, and they're trying to make sure he doesn't win the Rookie of the Year.
I think the innings thing is way more relevant. I think that's going to be a big part of Misiorowski. We already saw it when they pulled him early from the start in Seattle. Like, I do wonder how they're going to manage his innings, and this is a convenient excuse when you have all these other good starters to be like, hey, dude, take a rest for 10 days.
And the reason I don't totally buy the Rookie of the Year thing is that the Brewers have like 3 of the other top candidates to win Rookie of the Year. Which is Isaac Collins, Caleb Durbin, and Chad Patrick. And so it's like, if you're going to limit Mrs. innings for that, I don't buy it. That was something that was brought up and bantered about while I was around the team. They're really good, man. Like, how are the Brewers doing this is a fascinating conversation. They really are putting the ball in play a lot. They're not like trying to hit home runs necessarily. And you saw this against the Nats, where it was a lot of like hard ground balls through the hole. It is a throwback vibe. It is a very fun team to watch. And I think they're pretty dang real, man.
Yeah. I mean, it is quite the contrast to the Cubs. Obviously, neither team ended up doing a ton at the deadline. I mean, the Brewers basically did nothing, right? They get Danny Jansen.
So
they dump Nestor Cortez for Brandon Lockridge, who I guess now will help because, Chourio is out. But
Chourio's out.
They didn't add much. And I know Pat Murphy had a quote being like, we've been doing the deadline all year, which is true, right? Quinn Priester's pretty freaking good. They got him in a trade a while back. They've been bringing in Andrew Vaughn, guys like that. So they have been adding. So it's a little disingenuous to say they haven't added anything. But we also know that any hope that they would suddenly act differently as buyers at the deadline, that did not really prove to be the case.
Yes. Last thing on this series before we take a break, the WashU Bowl, the Bear Bowl. This was such a cool moment. If you please let me dork out for a quick second. For those of you who don't know, I played college baseball at Washington University in St. Louis. I was really horrible for 3 years and really good for 1. And Division III baseball is a beautiful thing. It exists not to produce major leaguers. It exists so that nerds like me can throw on baseball pants and have a good time with their buddies. That's what it's for, right? Except that WashU, where I went, who had not had a Major League Baseball player since 1975, currently has 2. Ryan Ludus of the Washington Nationals and Caleb Durbin of the Milwaukee Brewers, and they were in the same dang city this past weekend in Washington, D.C., the week I moved here. And I was fortunate enough to get to go see Caleb, to get to go see Ryan, take a picture with the two of them, and it was just like such a cool, outrageous, just an outrageous thing that exists, and I'm so proud of those two dudes for going from that they were able to turn themselves into big leaguers is just such a testament to them specifically, and not a testament to me at all, because
that's sure. but you didn't have nothing to do with it, but you also didn't have a lot.
Very little.
So anyway,
I will say,
awesome to see.
Just on we've been around ball players a lot and have good relationships and friendships with some of them. These are the two guys that I have the most pride in of being big leaguers, right? Because they
that's not a hot take. I know you have a lot of other friends who played WashU baseball, but I'm not surprised you're most proud of the guys that made the major league.
I'm talking about guys in the big leagues, Jordan.
Oh, just all of them, right? Okay, sure.
Yeah, dude,
that's true. No, I got you. I will say, sorry to step on your point. You finish, and then I'm going to make a joke about the picture that you make, and then I'll okay. I was just going to say that if you saw the picture that Jake tweeted, which is an awesome picture, I think your flaw, Jake, was that you're just like a normal sized guy. You are neither a wrestler like Caleb Durbin or a big dude that throws hard like Ryan Ludus. You're just a dude, which is very apparent in this photo where you are perfectly aligned in between those two. So
this is the most normal I've ever
biggest
looked.
Mistake. Yeah. So anyway, no, love to both of those guys. It is a very cool story. All right, let's take a break, Jake.